Welcome, everyone, to the S79 SHL Entry Draft. We've got an incredibly deep class ahead of us, full of some 79 Dynamite recreates, as well as some very interesting first gens. It's going to be a great time, and I'm excited to see where everyone goes. And rumors of trade again are abound, and we'll see if that comes to fruition. Joined with me is Symmetric hosting the OBS side, with Ara on the sheets, and Ace co-hosting with me.
How's it going, everybody, today? Thanks for tuning into the draft. It's going to be a fun one.
All right, I've got the board up. You can't see me in the collection of voice names at the bottom, but that's fine. Oh, there I am. Yeah. Are we? You guys take the lead on how you want to go with this?
Yep. So we're going to lead off with a bit of a trade-a-lanch. All the pending trades that we're waiting, we're going to announce them all at once at the start, just to kick off with a fun introduction to the draft here.
Yeah. I am. So here we go. Take it away.
Yeah, so the Edmonton Blizzard are trading with the Seattle Argonauts. They are acquiring the 5th overall selection in exchange for their second-round pick this year, pick 25, as well as San Francisco's first-round pick in S80, Calgary's first-round pick in S80, Edmonton's first-round pick in S80, Toronto North Stars pick a second-round pick in S80, and New England's second-round pick in S80, all for pick 5.
That is a hefty trade, and I will get off of this screen so we can update for the next trade, because, boy, the GMs really slammed them all in there at the start.
I hate this trade for both teams. I think both GMs are low skill, and I'm just kidding. I love it. It's a great move. It's always fun to really make these kind of moves right at the front of the draft, and the GMs were active this year, that's for sure.
Everyone was waiting. No one wanted to give away the mock draft info ahead of time, right?
Yeah, this does lead us to another trade.
Yeah.
1 second.
We are, yeah. We gotta update the sheet. That's a lot of picks that you just.
Yeah, it is a lot of picks, but turns out you can only have so many people on a team.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just want to get the best people possible.
It's a lot of lines to update in our little trade screen, so we just gotta wait a second before we can.
While we're at it, let's just cross out that 27 Winnipeg one for the old forfeit. Long line of people from the forfeit family.
An epic forfeit.
Yeah, former first overall pick, past forfeit, is probably the foremost amongst them.
Yeah.
All right, we are ready with the next trade. Edmonton again.
Yeah, and Edmonton is making another move. They were moving. Well, that's not it. But they were moving pick 5 to Minnesota, as well as an S81 Edmonton second-round pick in exchange for pick 1 in this class. That means Edmonton now has pick 1, and Minnesota has pick 5, making it the 3rd consecutive year Edmonton will be picking first overall.
Yes, they will.
We call that a natural hat trick in the hockey community.
Flip back here. We can. Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
Edmonton's cooking something up, I guess. I first saw these trades. I thought Edmonton actually got 5th and 1st separately, and I thought you were loading up there for a minute.
Well, we have loaded up in the past, but we're just doing it's casual this draft, just casual Sundays.
You don't need the first 4 picks this time, right?
Exactly.
All right, 1 second.
So, can you break down that trade again for me one more time, Hiv? It looks like what we put on the screen wasn't the whole deal. So,
yeah, so there was an additional second-round pick in S81 heading to Minnesota. They didn't just trade pick 1 for pick 5.
Okay.
But there were rumors of conditional picks, but the conditions might have been rejected by Big HO.
Wow. That probably should have set the trade back to negotiations with other GMs, I think.
I think so, but I think other GMs suck. So if the specific other GMs we're talking about
Yeah, I agree.
are just
Some
bad.
other GMs definitely are not great. Anyways.
But yeah, so that we have a couple more trades coming to you. When is my fantasy football team going to get a win? Never. They are garbage. I'm trying to get a win in the draft because my fantasy team sucks, Jay. You're right.
Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a time where we're going to be announcing draft selections, but this central registry is
trade
clogged
again.
up.
It is happening. Yeah.
Picks do happen eventually, but these GMs love to trade, and they didn't want to give us any info early, so we couldn't predict anything for our mock drafts.
But we'll just talk a bit about some of the prospects this class while we're in the meantime. So there's some through pick 30, 35, there's top end max earning talent, people who have shown a lot of activity, been very active in the rookie discords or their team channels. They've been earning money, making media, doing some graphics. A lot of them did the graphics academy. I think that's coming in next year, so keep an eye out for it if it happens. But yeah, there's been a lot of great activity, great earning, and some. I will say, shout out to Ice Windu, Barkus Juno, for some absolutely fantastic media they've put out. Some very great stat-based media with some graphs. You genuinely love to see that. And yeah, we got the TP charts up. 380 TP at the draft is just absurd. And there's some absolutely fantastic people.
I have really enjoyed my time doing scouting for this draft class, and obviously as the GM of the Winnipeg Aurora, if you don't know, that's my job here in the league as well as HO and stuff in the J. But with this draft for us, it's really trying to put a cap on this rebuild that we're doing in Winnipeg, and just some of the people that I've interacted with in this draft class are just top notch people. And I wish I could draft all of you, but you guys are all going to end up on awesome homes. You're going to love your teams and your new families, and really excited for all of you. And I'm excited to announce some of my own picks today. So,
well,
yeah, I do believe we have the next trade ready to announce.
We do indeed. It's not Edmonton involved this time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I was surprised. It's actually Chicago and Hamilton.
So Chicago will be acquiring pick 6 in exchange for Hamilton's S80 first-round pick and Hamilton's S81 first-round pick. That's pick 6 heading to Chicago for 2 future firsts of the Chicago variety. Another big top 10 move happening, which you love to see.
Sorry, did I turn the trade off there? I might have.
Yeah, we're looking at the draft board right now.
There you go.
There we go.
That's the one. This is. I did learn very quickly that this is a great time to have even more than 2 monitors.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, in the year 2024, if you don't have 2 monitors, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm pretty sure that's the designation of being a peasant.
I need
not having multi-monitors.
I need 5 to run this draft, I think. That'd be good.
I have my sheets on my ultra wide, and then my normal monitor is my Discord monitor.
Yeah, I have 2 monitors, but I need 5 monitors and 4 different browsers, so they can have a different browser running different pages of the sheets. It's quite the process. I learned very quickly that this is quite the process to put this little show on. But it's worth it.
Absolutely.
All right. Are there any more trades we are going to announce right now, or should we? Do we have any picks to make?
Yeah, we can start making some picks.
Okay.
Are we able to update the board to reflect Edmonton? for pick number 1. There we go. Perfect.
Now, the question is, did I do this right?
All right.
Looks like it.
Yep.
Yeah. You ready? His first overall pick. We're finally there. We made it.
Are you muted?
So first overall, apologies. First overall, we're taking the player Hip Hurts, the user Juke. Juke is an absolute gem of a person. I don't think I've ever met anyone who doesn't like having a conversation with Juke. He's a stats nerd. He'll tell you to go learn R, even though no one knows what R means. He's coming from the Nevada Battleborn. He's playing defense. He had a fantastic season. Big bank account. Loves his graphs. He's getting married. I think it's this weekend or next weekend. So congrats to him for that.
Congrats!
Yeah, and I feel like a 108 card is a good enough wedding gift that he should send me the leftovers for the food from his wedding.
Are you taking the chicken or the pork or the beef?
Oh, the beef. Always the beef.
Always the beef. Good pick. I love this pick. I really enjoyed my chats with Juke. I worked my damnedest to move up to draft Juke at 1 overall, but I lost out on the bidding to somebody else here. So just a fantastic cultural fit for any team that gets him, and it really pains me to see a fellow SHL GM up here in Canada bring home a pick of this caliber. So top-notch guy, top-notch deal, top-notch pick. Gotta love it.
I am quickly trying to edit everything else and get ready for the next pick.
But yeah, so that's first overall of the class. Recreate first. So we're switching it up from last. No, we're not switching from 2 years ago. We're keeping the MO from last year as recreates who both played in Chicago at the same time are heading back-to-back selections of first overall. Mateo and Juke Timonen were teammates in Chicago during those long years in the Cup runs.
We are almost ready. I just have to remember how to spell.
It's not important.
There we go.
Spelling's overrated. But we do have the Chicago Syndicate on the clock at 2. Chicago's a team they've put together a vast array of talent, still maintaining some high picks, as well as being on a pretty big upswing lately. I'm excited to see where they're going to go with this direction. They do have some illustrious alumni in this class. You have people like Schwartz played there, Juke played there, S-Fresh played there. There's also some just dynamite first gens and other recreates in general. Just because you didn't end up playing there doesn't mean they don't love you, right?
True.
That's very true.
Yeah, and Chicago really had a great reputation of being one of the top-end locker rooms, especially in like the early season 60s, late season 50s. They had a really awesome culture there, and it was definitely something that I looked at replicating as much as I could in Winnipeg when I was building my team out. So yeah, I mean, it's no secret that Chicago room was just pumping out high caliber players, high culture players, and Chicago has an opportunity to pick another one here.
Yeah, and we are ready. So here is the pick. Chicago's second overall is in.
Yeah, and the second overall pick will be Jason Bourne, the user S-Fresh3.
Is that Jason Bourne?
That is in fact Jason Bourne with $180 million in his bank account. I'm sure he got through legal and fair endeavors. His TP is amazing. The bank's amazing. S-Fresh is a great person. He's easy to chat with. Like I said, former Chicago alumni, so they're stoked to be able to bring him back. This is just a wonderful pick for a storied franchise to bring back one of their most valued individuals.
Yeah, and also, once again, just like Juke, a really smart individual, knows his way around what this community is all about, has a lot of history here, very smart with spreadsheets as well. will be the first to confess that when he creates his scouting spreadsheets, I grab a copy of them and use that. So